Hey, welcome to Jofer Jeff. I'm Jeff, and today's movie is The Invoking, Part 2. This is a ghost story. Actually, it is a bunch of ghost stories, all thrown together. It really doesn't have anything to do with the original Invoking, which was a kind of a cheapy ghost story. This one is, like I said, just a bunch of stories put together. It's not a long movie, it's like 70 minutes. I barely remember any of the stories, to be quite honest with you. I didn't see anything remarkable, anything memorable, anything scary. The first story is pretty much a rip-off of the movie Dead End, which is about a car crash victim coming back as a ghost. There's another story about a old sanitarium that's being reopened for a movie set. There's a ghost in it. It's a bunch of ghost stories, to be quite honest with you, except the last one. There's a longer story. A lot of these stories are only like 5-10 minutes. The other one is about 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. It's about a group of friends over at a cabin in the woods on a lake for vacation, and one of the girls keeps hearing scratching noises at 3 in the morning every night, and she slowly goes insane, blah blah blah. She kills everybody. Then something tries crawling out of her stomach. So yeah, it didn't make much sense. That's the problem with a lot of these stories. Without a good narrative, you're left to decide what the hell's going on, and quite honestly, not much is happening. There's a story about a girl. She's being stalked in her apartment by a ghostly doppelganger, basically. And it's implied that she's been haunted before by this, and it drowns her in the tub. That's it. That's the entire story. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not even very scary. The one about the sanitarium, that's probably the better story, but with only 2 people in it, and it's really predictable. It's basically the rolled over story. There's a ghost, it wants revenge. Why, look, the descendant of the person I want to kill is in the hospital. It's forgettable too. I normally don't like ghost stories. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't think they exist. So ghost stories to me are kind of comedies because it doesn't scare me. This one super didn't scare me. If you can't even pull off a decent ghost story, you have no business making a movie. The best thing about this movie is the cover of the DVD. That's probably the scariest part. But like I said, this had no relation to the first movie. I don't even want to call this a movie. It's just a collection of really short ghost stories. And I would probably rent this at Redbox. It's probably worth $1. You'll watch it, 20 minutes later you'll forget about it, and you'll move on. So my recommendation is, don't see this movie. If you have a choice, don't see this movie. Part 1 looks like Gone with the Wind now, compared to this one. And you can kind of tell they were probably just cashing in on it. So, stay away. Stay very far away. Thanks for joining. I'm Jofer Jeff. Leave comments below, and thanks for watching again.